This cheap thing right here is going to breathe some new life into an old hard drive from my old laptop, which isn't running correctly anymore. It'll allow me to get my data off of it and actually use that thing as a portable hard drive that I can take anywhere and connect it to my new laptop or any other laptop or other computer for that matter. You can do the same. It's easy, and I'll show you how. Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Okay guys, we have a project on our hands today, and that's because this laptop has started to have some issues. Well, I recently went back to try to get some data off of it, and it's just randomly restarting. I think it's a heat issue, could potentially be a memory issue, but I tried spraying some compressed air in it, tried to clean it out as best I could without tearing it all apart, and no good. It's still not working. I did some other tricks, and it doesn't seem to be responding. So short of taking it apart, cleaning it all out, I don't think this thing's going to run permanently again without doing all that. But the other thing is it's got some other issues. The connection between the laptop itself and the screen seems to be going bad. The screen flickers a lot, and when you move it in certain ways, it seems like it loses connection. I can connect it to an external screen, but do I really want to do that for such an old laptop? So here's my idea. I ordered one of these external drive enclosures. So what I'm going to do is take out the drive, which should be fairly simple, connect it inside of this, and what it allows you to do is take an internal drive and turn it into an external drive that you can connect to other computers, so then you can just copy the data off, so long as the drive itself works. In this case, I ordered a clear one. They have different colors, but I wanted to be able to see the drive inside of it. I thought they'd look cool. So what we're going to do is just use friction or get your fingers on this little edge here and slide this top off. And there's your connectors. In this case, it's a SATA connector, and on the outside, it's USB. The cable that it comes with is USB 3. So this end is going to plug into here. This end is going to plug into whatever laptop or computer you're trying to copy the files onto. So we'll be able to connect the external drive that we're creating to any new computer that has a USB port and be able to move files to and from. In case you're interested in what came in the box, I condensed the unboxing down to less than 30 seconds. So in order to do that, we're going to have to take off this panel that's sort of shaped like a T. You can see it has some screws here. We're going to have to remove all those, and we should be able to just pull that panel off and then just pull our drive out. And then we can just plug it into that, and we should be good to go. This should be much less involved than having to tear this whole thing apart, and including tearing off the CPU cooling fan and everything to really give it a good cleaning, because I think that's what it's going to take to fix this thing. And this thing has some other problems, not to mention that it's so old. Okay, I'm just going to skip and speed up some of this footage because you guys already know how a screwdriver works. You put the tip of the screwdriver in the screw, turn counterclockwise to loosen, and clockwise to tighten. And I don't want to waste your time. Now, I want to point out that there were no screws along the edge of the laptop that is at the bottom of your screen. There were little tabs that go under the rest of the plastic casing of the laptop. So you unscrew those screws and you pull this thing off. However, yours might be different. So if you have a Toshiba laptop, or as my friend Elaine would say, Toshiba, you might want to Google that and say, how to remove Toshiba satellite hard drive. Notice on this metal drive bay tray, there are two black screws on the right hand side. We're going to remove those next. Next, there's a clear tab on the left-hand side of this metal drive bay tray. And what you're going to do is pull that tab to the left. You want to pull it over and not up, because if you pull it up, you could break the connector. You want to pull it over to the left until it disconnects, and then you can lift it up. And the final part of removing the drive is removing the screws on either side of the drive. There are 4 of them, 2 on each side. I had to switch to a slightly smaller screwdriver. I think it might have been a number 1 Phillips. And that, guys, is what we were after. Okay, so next up, we just need to insert the drive into the enclosure. To do this, you just want to keep it as straight and flat as possible. You don't want to have it up at an angle. You just want to sort of go in straight, push it in until it connects, and then you pop on the cover and you're good to go. In. You can see there's a ledge here that will keep you from putting it on backwards. You have to put the open end here. Slide that on. There we go. Wow, that's a short cord. Okay, we have our external drive made up. Let's see what happens. Okay, my friends, it is time for the moment of truth. What will happen when we plug our makeshift external drive, which used to be my internal drive on my old laptop, into my new laptop? Let's see what happens. Ooh, it lit up in blue. Oh, it recognized it. I heard a noise. All right, guys, 2 things that I wanted to mention here. First one is the fact that this might look a little bit wonky because I oftentimes will have to zoom in on things, make them bigger to make them easier for me to see because of my vision. So that's why they look a little bit weird. Second thing is the fact that I did get a couple of errors, and the errors are due to the fact that NTFS is a journaling system, and that computer was just randomly restarting, right? So it's the same as if you have a flash drive that's formatted in that file system and you remove it without clicking safely remove USB drives or whatever it is, it'll give you this error. So all I had to do was cancel it and we're good to go. Look at that. We have files. So there you go, my friends. If you have an old laptop that you want some stuff off of, you can get one of these things. I mean, this thing was like $11 off Amazon. You can get them at Best Buy. You can get them at Walmart, I believe. But yeah, this thing's by Sabrent or Sabrent. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. S-A-B-R-E-N-T, I believe. I'll put a link to it in the description in case you're interested. But there you go. I'm happy. I get to get my data. If you found this interesting, please subscribe and talk to me in the comments. I'd love to talk to you down there. Thank you for watching the video, and I will talk to you next time. I apologize if you guys can hear that. It's 4th of July and there's fireworks outside.